In case you hadn't noticed by all the lawn signs and the annoying water cooler talk at the office, an election year is upon us. They come along every 4 years and seem to drag on longer and longer each time. A lot like a Keanu Reeves movie. Thanks to C-SPAN, I got a first-hand televised look at the event that launches this magical year, the Iowa Democratic Caucus. And let me tell you, that is the dumbest thing I have ever seen, with the possible exception of Celebrity Wheel of Fortune and Cuba Gooding Jr.'s career after Jerry Maguire. The caucus begins with everyone from the Towner District showing up at 7 p.m.
Hey, what's going on, Aquaman? Hey, good to see you, He-Man.
If you work a night job, you can't go. Can't get somebody to watch your kids? Sorry, you're not voting. Do we really want the people who have nothing better to do on Tuesday for 2 hours to be making a decision as to who the next president of the United States will be? Did we learn nothing from last year's American Idol? Come on, people.
Once inside, a speaker calls for all the people backing each candidate to go stand in separate sections of the room.
At a caucus, I have to stand underneath a sign that says who I'm voting for. Maybe I like Kucinich because I secretly think he's a Vulcan, but do I really want everybody to know that I'm a Star Trek fan? I'm not, by the way. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm not.
If a candidate doesn't have enough people in their group, they're deemed unviable. So the folks that were going to vote for that candidate now have to choose another team.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you one more time. You gotta leave the Kucinich group here.
There's a recount. In the caucus I watched, that meant that one guy in each group stood on a chair and counted raised hands.
Skeletor, Red Alert 2, Talker Guy 3, Cobra Commander 4.
Seriously? This is how the greatest nation in the world documents who people are voting for? Some dude stands on a chair and counts hands?
Based on the numbers in each group, the delegates are then divided amongst the candidates according to the percentage of the votes in the room they now have. It's a really complicated way of saying whoever has the most raised hands wins.
And that, my friends, is more or less how a caucus works. Maybe the worst part about the Iowa caucuses is the word caucus. Is primary just too simple? Yep, there's nothing quite like an election year. It's a time for looking to the future. A time for digging up the past. And maybe, one day if we're lucky, it'll be a time to watch your candidate of choice wrestle a tiger to death just inches away from a giant pit of snakes. It would make about as much sense as our current process.